Hey GoBees fans, this is September 2nd, 2009, 5 a.m. Because apparently I'm on Japan time several months in advance of me actually going to Japan. Anyway, I am Jimmy, aka Sonic Sons. I'm doing a little video here about a thing that I meant to put in the other video. The other video was getting too long. This is a story about a friend of mine back from like 3rd grade. The story is from 3rd grade. The friend of mine was from like ever up to like 6th grade, and then like sort of 7th and 8th grade, and then we went to different high schools, and I really ought to get around and find out what he's up to these days, because I'd really like to meet him again. Due to privacy concerns, I will not say his name out loud, so I'm going to give him a nickname here, AlienCyclops. So back in 3rd grade, Cyclops and I were in the same class, and there were a number of these word problem things we would have from time to time, math-related, at least generally. And there was this one particular problem which he had a very interesting answer for. The problem went like this. We were told that there were a bunch of farmers, and they had these farms that were all right next to each other, all along this river. And once a year, the river would flood, and it would cover all the farmland, and this was good because it, like, fertilized the crops and gave them nutrients or something, or fertilized the land, rather. The trouble with this, though, the floodwaters were so powerful that they would knock away any markers that were planted in the ground as to whose farm was whom and where the boundaries were, right? So the farmers had to come up with a way of figuring out whose land was whose, and the problem was we were told they had no system of measurement. They had no rulers, they had no yardsticks, they had no tape measures, they had nothing at all to measure anything, so how could they know where one person's land ended and another person's land began? Now, the answer you're supposed to give is, if you don't have a system of measurement, you're going to need to invent one. You could use, like, the length of someone's arm, or you could use a literal foot instead of 12 inches. You could use paces. You have to find a way to measure. That's the kids are supposed to come up with. I remember my answer. I came up with this lovely, peaceful solution where everyone would just estimate. And they'd just be like, oh, well, it's about this far. And, oh, sure, yeah, why not? I believe that was the only time I got anything less than top marks on one of these problems, is when I gave that answer, which sort of worked, but it wasn't really what they were looking for. Speaking of things they weren't really looking for, AlienCyclops had an amazing answer. He started off by presuming that this is all occurring in the state where we live, and I won't tell you what state that is because of privacy concerns again, but they didn't say where it had happened, so it might as well be nearish to us. And his answer went like this. There are certain fireworks which are legal in other states which are not legal in our state. I propose that we go to the other state, buy a large quantity of fireworks, bring them back, plant them in your neighbor's house, then set them to go off at a distance. This will explode the house and destroy it, and when the firemen come in, they're going to find out that the fire was caused by illegal fireworks. This will bring the cops in, who will arrest your neighbor, they will take him to jail, you can take his farm, and it doesn't matter where the boundary was in the first place. Which has got to be the most amazing answer to that question ever. I mean, it's very cruel to blow up someone's house with illegal fireworks and get them falsely imprisoned and everything, but you've got to admit that is a really creative way to approach the situation of, gee, where's the boundary? Doesn't matter anymore, I'll just take everything. AlienCyclops, hopefully you know who you are and the fact that I'm referencing you, and maybe you'll see this video. I don't know, I lost track of you a long time ago, but if you ever see this video or some such thing, please send me an email or something. It's been a long while, man. I want to talk to you again. You used to be my best friend, and, you know, it's too bad that, I don't know, we got separated, however that worked out. And that's it for this latest episode of Go Buddies. Thanks for watching. See you later.